What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It's your boy MM2K back again with another episode of GFN Countdown. This is the weekly show where I showed y'all goody too soon. This is the weekly show where we talk about the latest and greatest in the Geforce Now news. All right. And this is coming out subsequent of the weekly Geforce Now blog, which was loaded. I mean, loaded with a bunch of stuff, man. I hope you guys got a chance to see that and you guys enjoyed it. You know, we already got people lining up here. We got Cold Blood Sensei in the house. We're pretty sure Cold Blood got some nice things to say, being the console connoisseur that he is. But hey, look, man, as I tell everybody, I love my console. I love my PlayStation 5. However, you know what I'm saying? There's situations where I'll need to supplement that that access. You know, Geforce Now themselves, they've told us they love hardware too. Hardware is their thing. And really nobody does hardware as far as fidelity and stuff as good as Geforce anyway, is NVIDIA. So they're all into the hardware. But there's some times, man, where you done paid $500 for your console and someone's like, yo, I can only get 30 frames per second. There is no 60 frames per second mode, even in 1080. I ain't got to worry about that on GFN, man. We talking about 4K 120. I played Cyberpunk 2077 with all the bells and whistles checked and was getting dag well 4K 120 frames per second. That's sick. That's sick for $19.99 a month USD. You can't beat that. So where I may not get access to the fantastic exclusives that are on systems like PlayStation or whatever, and I'm playing my multi-plat games and the performance ain't up to par. Hey yo, I'm telling y'all, my console people, I've been telling y'all this for a long time. NVIDIA Geforce Now is what you need, even if you're happy with your console, to supplement your gaming experience. Because I'm telling you, in 2023, when it comes to a lot of these multi-plats, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be really upset. And I'm telling you where I'm playing Atomic Heart, NVIDIA Geforce Now. With that said, I appreciate Cold Blood. I appreciate everybody's census on this. We got Ron Slusher in the house. This is, again, Geforce Now Countdown, GFN Countdown, where we go over our top 3 items in Geforce Now news. We break it down to you, and we talk about all the other great stuff too. We got honorable mentions and all that stuff, and I give my opinions. I opine on such news. I was a little worried this morning because I'm gonna start doing these live. I made some edited videos before, and that's cool and all, but I want to keep up with the people in the streets. So I'm gonna start doing these live every Thursday for a few moments, up to a half an hour. And we can talk about NVIDIA Geforce. I can answer any questions that you have, to the best of my ability. And we got more Geforce Now content coming to the platform. So definitely, if you're a fan of the platform like we are, stay tuned here to CloudDosage. All right, with that said, let's get on to this week's news. Cheers to another year of cloud gaming. Geforce Now celebrates its 3rd anniversary with a look at how far cloud gaming has come. A community celebration and 27 new games supported in February. Members can celebrate all month long, starting with a sweet Dying Light 2 reward. We're going to get into that. I kind of showed that to you a little bit too early, but we're going to get into that in a little bit. And support for 9 more games this week, including Deliver Us Mars. Let's try that again, MM2K. Deliver Us Mars with RTX on. All right. But with no further ado, no more playing. Let's do this. Let's hit you with our number 3 item of the top 3. What is number 3, MM2K?
Number 3.
Rewards to light up your day. The anniversary celebration wouldn't be complete without giving back to the community. Starting next week, Geforce Now members can score free Dying Light 2 rewards. A new outfit, dubbed Post Oppo. We're gonna show you that new outfit right now. You know what I'm saying? Can we do that right now? Check it out. Check it. You get to do reward the free outfit, which is Post Oppo. All right. Complete with rough duster bleak pants, well-worn boots, tattered leather gauntlets, dystopian mask, and spike bracers to scavenge around and parkour in. Gamers who upgrade to Ultimate and Priority memberships get additional rewards, including the Patchy Paraglider and Scrap Slicer weapon. Claim this reward beginning Thursday, February 9th. Make sure to visit the Geforce Now rewards portal and update your settings to start receiving special offers and in-game goodies. Better hurry. These rewards are available for a limited time on a first come, first serve basis. All right. So that's our number 3 story. But now let's get on to our number 2 story. Let's do the daggone thing, man.
Number 2.
Mo games, and mo games. All right. Excuse me. Take a leap to another planet with Deliver Us, Mars, and Frontier Foundry, and an atmospheric sci-fi adventure with a mission to recover lost Ark colony ships on Mars. Members will be able to traverse the hazardous environments of the red planet with this out-of-this-world ray trace, shadows, and lighting that make the dangerous terrain feel strikingly realistic. If space isn't your jam, check out the list of 9 games that will be available to play this week. All right, let's do that. Let's show y'all those 9 games, okay? Raiden X Mikado Remix, Season, A Letter of the Future, SpongeBob SquarePants, Superfuse, Deliver Us Mars, aforementioned, Perish, City of Gangsters, Spellforce, and Immortals, Phoenix Rising. All right. And games like Immortals, Phoenix Rising that are of Ubisoft are coming again via Steam, just so you're aware of that. February also brings 18 more games. Dark and Darker playtest. All right, and that's available via Steam. That's coming February 6th through the 13th. Labyrinth of Galleria, The Moon Society. All right, and that's coming via Steam February 14th. Wanted, Dead. New release on Steam and Epic Games February 14th. Elderland, new release on Steam February 16th. Wild West Dynasty, new release on Steam February 16th. The Settlers, New Allies, new release on Ubisoft Store February 17th. Atomic Heart, baby, new release on Steam here February 20th. All the bells and whistles. We're talking about DLSS 3. I think DLSS 3 is supported on Atomic Heart. Oh man, that's gonna look beautiful on that. Oh my goodness. Chef Life, a restaurant simulator. New release on Steam February 23rd. Blood Bowl 3, new release on Steam and Epic Games. Cartel Tycoon, Steam and Epic Games Store. Ember Knights on Steam. Heads Will Roll Reforged on Steam. Inside the Backrooms on Steam. And Sim Rail on Steam. So yeah, you're definitely getting some cool items that are coming to Geforce Now this month. Absolutely. Y'all ready to get into some Atomic Heart, man? Y'all tell me. Y'all let me know. All right. Great, awesome stuff. Definitely. However, we gotta get to the number 1 story. With no further ado, it's all about the games, don't get me wrong. But we gotta get to the number 1 story. Can we talk about the number 1 story? Can we? I think we can. Are you ready for it? Because I'm ready for it. Let's go. Now on to GFN Countdown's number 1 story for this week.
Number 1.
I want to show you the number 1 story, but my soundboard ain't working. There we go. All right. Happy birthday to you. There we go. The number one story this week is it's sweet to be 3. 3 years ago, Geforce Now launched out of beta to let anyone sign up to experience PC gaming from the cloud. Since then, members have streamed more than 700 million hours from cloud, bringing home the victory on devices that could never stand up to the action on their own. Gamers have experienced the unparalleled cinematic quality of RTX On, with more than 50 titles taking advantage of real-time ray tracing and NVIDIA DLSS. And with 1,500 plus games supported in GeForce Now library, the action never has to stop. In addition, GeForce Now boasts, right now, over 30 global data centers, unrivaled performance at 4K 120 frames per second, and 1080p 240 frames per second in NVIDIA Reflex supported games, ultra-wide resolution support, and benefits of Ada Lovelace architecture providing DLSS 3 for a truly cinematic experience. And that's not it, there's more. It's been a packed 3 years, and the team at NVIDIA wants you to know they're just getting started. Cheers to all of the cloud gamers, and here's to the future of GeForce Now. Happy birthday, NVIDIA GeForce Now. Y'all have gone a long way. And I'm telling you, as someone who, had raised a skeptical eye to the platform, you have really stepped up to the fire that was put beneath your feet. And you have a platform that really, really is showcasing what cloud gaming can do and what it can offer, in contrast, even or in companion to dedicated device or native gameplay. You guys are rocking it. Keep killing it, man. All right. And with that said, that is our top 3 things in the news for GeForce Now. But there's more. There's more. It's not over. It's not over. What am I talking about? Let's get into it. Oh, that's right. The soundboard ain't working, so we got to do it manually. Let's get into it. Yo, CGTV. I don't know if you've heard of these fine young cannibals, these fine young ladies and gentlemen. CGTV is hosting an unofficial community event this Saturday, February 24th, 2023, to help celebrate the 3rd year anniversary of NVIDIA GeForce Now. All right. Now, this includes various cloud gaming content creators that make up CGTV who are enjoying the NVIDIA GeForce Now experience. These are gamers, they play on a variety of different platforms, but they have collectively gathered all of the cloud gamers within this group, within this movement, to get together and put together a day of celebrating NVIDIA GeForce Now content on this 3rd year anniversary. We will all be coming together to present what is the first of what they call mini CGTV's Streamaganzas. This time to support and celebrate GFN's 3 years of service. You can stay tuned here to CloudDosage and PNTS Network as more info is released on the event, because this is going to be an event that's going to showcase the best of the best. All right. And if you're not familiar with CGTV, here, let me do this, because I got to do this manually because my soundboard. That's why I'm glad I went live, because had I been recording this and it wouldn't have worked, I kind of get a little antsy, a little worked up when things don't work when I'm recording. I have more patience when I'm live. So here goes a tweet. Hold on, we got to fix this, because our good friends at OBS, they don't know how to, let's see here. How can I grab this? Window capture. There we go. Because our good friends at Streamlabs, OBS Streamlabs, don't know how to efficiently handle changes and updates. So I had to go in there and do that. All right, there we go. Yeah, I was being a jerk for a second to Streamlabs. Do better. All right. So this is a tweet from the new founded CGTV Twitter account. So if you are new to this whole experience and you want to understand and know who CGTV are, go to @Collab Gaming TV. All right, friend us there. And you'll get all the information that you need. You'll get up to date on posts and things like that. A lot of good stuff coming from this account. All right, so it says CGTV is hosting a birthday bash. Let me make this bigger for the people in the back. It says CGTV is hosting a birthday bash for NVIDIA GeForce Now 3-year anniversary via. Well, I don't know if it's 24 hours, but that whole day we're going to be spending some time throughout the day celebrating GeForce Now stream content. If you are interested in participating, all right, I'm going to drop a link to this. I'm going to drop a link to this tweet in the chat. So use that link to follow CGTV. Let's do this. Link to CGTV event tweet. So make sure that when you go here, make sure that when you go here that you not only follow the directions to sign up, but you follow CGTV via there. Just click the follow button. You'll get up to date on a lot of the news and stuff that are happening with this group. All right. And CGTV, let's put CGTV event tweet. All right. Just give me a second here. Boom. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. And then I'm going to post this here too. Let's pin this. All right, so there you go. You can click on that. And you'll get access to not only to the actual tweet where you can click on the link, but it'll also give you access to the spreadsheet. Now, when you click on the spreadsheet, there are various times that are available. Right now, you can either contact CGTV via email. I'm helping out too. I'm helping these guys out too because I'm going to be part of the event, and I told them that I can help out too. So if you want to contact me, and I can get you on the list as well. But let's do this ASAP. I would like to be able to go back to the good people at CGTV and tell them, hey, these are all the names that I got, and those guys can wrap it up by the end of the day today and put out a schedule for everybody for tomorrow, because the event is Saturday. Okay. So again, if you want to stream, if you want to do a podcast in relation to GeForce Now, let us know. We'll get you signed up on the schedule and we'll take it from there. You'll see what slots are open and we'll take it from there. All right. Cool beans. So with that said, I thank you. That is the news for the GFN countdown this week. And I want to say, I had a cool conversation with my son yesterday, who he reached out to me because he's doing some content creation, and he does some things and making some games through Unity and stuff like that. And he's a big cloud gamer. He was a proponent for GFN way before I was. And me and him was having a conversation. He ain't tried that GeForce Now Ultimate tier yet. So I told him how he can get access to it. And he was like, well, Dad, you know, cloud gaming has gone through some ups and some downs. And, there was a big casualty in the cloud gaming world. So, I want to break it down for everybody because everybody's losing hope. Let me tell you something. Whenever any of these platforms that we adore bow out, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, it's a great thing. We had platforms that really excelled in showing you the convenience of cloud gaming. And that was needed. That was needed for gamers that couldn't access mainstream ways of gaming. So I think that was step one. But step one is only the first step. There's always more steps to be taken. That's why it's just called step one. I think step two is showcasing to the mainstream world that this is something, cloud gaming, that you can really benefit from. And as I said earlier, I don't want no frames compromised when I go play Atomic Heart or any of my favorite games. I don't want to have to, really, I'm at the point now, I don't even want to compromise 1080p anymore. I don't want to have to play in 1080p in order to get a performance mode. I don't even want to compromise there. I want 4K all the time. And if you're like me, if you feel like, if you're dedicated, we got our cloud gamers that may not be worried about that. That's fine. GFN has other tiers that work for you as well. The priority tier is a great tier. Again, gives you great access to, a lot of your favorite games and stuff like that across many devices. But for those of us who went out and got consoles day one this generation and can't believe that hitting 60 frames per second is so hard after we just paid $500. I can sit there on Twitter with my Twitter fingers and, oh my God, this is horrible. I can do that. Or I can simply shut up from time to time and game. Because that's ultimately what I want to do. I know I do a lot of yelling and screaming and spitting all over my pop filter. But ultimately, what I want to do is I want to sit here and I want to enjoy the fruits and labors of gaming. And the NVIDIA GeForce Now allows me to do that. So, if you're a gamer and you wouldn't got these new consoles and you're sick and tired of having to deal with them not living up to expectations, then even though, you're loving the exclusives like how I'm loving the exclusives on some of these platforms, you gotta supplement your experience. I'm telling you, a lot of these your favorite multi-plat games that are coming out, I'm telling you, you're gonna be disappointed. Especially if you're looking for all those bells and whistles. With NVIDIA GeForce Now, I have never, and I mean never, I have never seen gaming look this good. That's no cap. I have a 3070, a 9th generation i7. It's not the best, but it's nothing to sneeze at. I can play AAA games, with pretty good fidelity. And I'm telling you, I have never, ever seen games look this good, even natively. 4K, I told you guys just at the beginning, at the top of this, I took Cyberpunk 2077, one of the most demanding games that we got out right now, turned everything up, put on ray tracing, ultra ray tracing, I turned it all up, and I got 4K, and I was it was hitting, the benchmark was hitting, 100, anywhere between 105 to 120 frames per second. I said, golly. Now again, I'm not trying to pry you from your console. You can't take me from my console. I'm going to be here for the consoles because the consoles push those system selling games that help push gaming into the next stratosphere. But I'm telling you, and complement to that, the thing that is pushing your experience, the ambiance of gaming, how you access it, and making it so much more commendable and accessible and obtainable for gamers that want it, is GeForce Now. Because if I can get all the bells and whistles, see, there's two options. I can either afford it natively. There were two options in the past. I could either afford it natively or I couldn't. If I couldn't afford it natively, guess what? My money stays in my pocket and it goes elsewhere. I can't afford that, so I'll get something else. I'm gonna keep my PlayStation or whatever, but I really wanted to have a 4090 to experience some of these great games where that console may fall short. So forget it. I'm just gonna go buy me some jet skis or something. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna buy me some golf clubs or something. You know. But here's what happens, and this is why GeForce Now and cloud gaming is needed. Now that it's not that expensive, like there's people that can afford it, and that's fine, and they're going to keep buying it. Nothing will ever stop them. And GeForce Now is going to be here, or NVIDIA is going to be there for those people. But for the people that normally would have said, "Oh well, forget it, Uncle waving a white flag, I just can't get into gaming." Now those are more added gaming dollars, because GeForce Now has extended the olive branch to them. So gaming gets bigger and better. And when gaming gets bigger and better in numbers, then more people invest in it to make it even more bigger and better. So all of you that are looking at this and saying, well, yeah, what you may be saying is true, MM2K, you know, it looks all that great. Man, cloud gaming is going to destroy gaming. No, it brings more dollars in. We still know who's king. We still know who's pushing the genre-defining games. It's the consoles. But here's what happens. It's a trickle-down effect. The consoles provide the genre-defining games. Those genre-defining games, because they're quote-unquote genre-defining, they influence other games that are multi-plat. And when those games hit the shelves and people want to experience them with the best fidelity, if where their console falls short or they can't afford it, now they have access to get all the bells and whistles via GeForce Now, NVIDIA GeForce Now. You can't beat that with a stick. So it's a win-win. And again, I'm telling you, as someone who bought his PlayStation 5 day one, I pre-ordered it and I bought it. Y'all think I'm capping? They think I'm capping. I think y'all think I'm capping. Let me show y'all something. Hold on one second. Then we're gonna close out. Let me show y'all something, man. Y'all really think y'all boy is playing? Hold on. Let me find this tweet, because I was just messing around with a good friend of mine the other day. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay. No, that's not it. That's not it. Where's it at? I was just messing with my boy the other day. Oh, I can't find the tweet. They're gonna say, yeah, MM2K, because you was capping. Hold on one second. Give me a moment. Give me some time here. I'm gonna find it. Some time here. I'm gonna find it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna get me. Y'all ain't gonna get me on the cap alert. Now, let me show y'all something, man. So, shout out to a good friend of mine. And again, look, I got friends where we joke around and we laugh. We take shots at each other. That's what we do, man. We just act uncivilized sometimes, but it's all in the name of fun, right? it's serving or childish, the little stones of childish behavior we still have left. All right, let me show you something. So this is a tweet. Okay, Mike. So Mike, I put a tweet messing with a platform, just shooting some crap at a platform. And good friend of mine's Dragon Moore Series X said something about, oh, look who's back from the Stadia funeral, right? And such and such. I see the grieving process, so and so. Here's the funny thing about this, though. I said, hold on. Ain't you the same dude that called yourself the Stadia man? He used to run, when I first was promoting Stadia, he used to run around and tell people that he was more of a Stadia fan than I was, and he called himself the Stadia ambassador. I wish I still had the clips. I said, you can't make this ish up. Bro, I had my PlayStation 5 since day one. I ain't skip a beat. So I pre-ordered it September of 2020. the digital edition. There goes my receipt. And here goes me, once I got it, and I downloaded 2 games just talking smack on the what's it called. So this is no cap. I had my console day one, but I'm being honest with you. As much as I love the games that I'm playing on there, and there's great games on there and great experiences that I'm having with, with multiplats and so forth. When I try them out there, if a multiplat game is on NVIDIA GeForce Now, that's where I'm getting it first. Period. Hey, that ain't no secret. 4K all the time, uncompromised. You can't beat that with a stick. So I hope you guys understand the seriousness and the veracity that I'm saying this. I'm not capping at all. Y'all see me out there on Twitter, talking my smack over my console. You know what I'm saying? Just having fun. But when we get serious and we get down to the nitty gritty, I'm playing that console because it has the genre defining experiences. But wherever I can get my game with all the bells and whistles, playing it on the NVIDIA GeForce Now. That is as a hardcore AAA connoisseur that I am. All right. So hopefully you guys and gals all understand that. That makes perfect sense to you. And you understand why cloud gaming, particularly what GeForce Now is doing, which is showing you that in complement to your AAA hardcore experience, this can go right hand in hand. It can even be the stopgap where that console might fall short. You might have a 3070 Ti and you can't, you ain't got enough virtual memory to get the HD graphics. You're going to get them here. No doubt. That's it from your boy. Let's go to the chat now. I've talked long enough. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what they got to say about everything I've been babbling on. We've gone over the 30-minute mark, but that's okay because I had a lot to say. All right. We got Cold Blood Sensei in the house. He says, yo. He says, what? I don't even know why. You're here because you're a glutton for punishment. Ron Slusher is in the house. He says, nah, Atomic Heart is going to be bought on PlayStation for that duals. You know what? I'm not going to say that DualSense support isn't going to matter. It's going to be dope. Don't get, what am I going to say? Oh, no, phooey. I got one in my house. As dope as the DualSense support is, I think a lot of people are going to want those bells and whistles. They're going to want that fidelity top notch. That might be a demanding game. I was watching some trailers. That might be a demanding game. So a lot of people are going to want them bells and whistles when it comes to the DualSense support opposed to the bells and whistles. I'm not saying that some people are not going to want that DualSense support, but I think a lot of people are going to want them bells and whistles. And when they find out they can play that game at 4K with the NVIDIA Reflex DLSS 3, I'm gonna say it's gonna be well above 60 frames per second, uncompromised. You have an argument. Again, not saying that if you don't have NVIDIA GeForce Now, that my PlayStation people won't have a good experience if you get it on PlayStation. But if you want it uncompromised, I'm getting Atomic Heart on NVIDIA GeForce Now. See, yo, this trailer is hilarious. He says next we'll have the future. Oh no. Yeah, ARE. Look, this dude he's bugging. Oh no. Says ARE says hope all is well. We all got world could end tomorrow. Also, don't forget that link to the tweet that we put out there for the CGTV event. If you have NVIDIA GeForce Now, you don't have to have Ultimate. You can have Priority, or you can just want to hop on the free tier and play a game for about an hour. We're celebrating the platform at all realms. This isn't a NVIDIA GeForce Now Ultimate celebration, community celebration. This is a NVIDIA GeForce Now celebration period. So if you're interested, just hit me up. DM me here on Twitter, or hit me up on Twitter, MM2K, I'm interested. Or you can email the people at Collab Gaming TV. The email, if you click the link that's on the tweet, you'll be able to see the email. All right. And you can hit them up. Or you can hit them up on Twitter. If you follow that link, hit them up on Twitter, let them know that you're interested. All right. Who else we got here? We got Simpleton in the house. Simpleton, long time no see. What's going on, good friend? Hope everything is well. The Cold Blood with all his support, he says, I guess, but don't you want to have more people play on GFN? Isn't that the purpose of such events? Yeah, we want as many people that want to come. I mean, we have a good slot field already. And what we're doing is possibly we could make the event longer, possibly, depending upon the response. So we got some auxiliary slots open. So check out all the possible slots, but we got enough slots to just go and start this thing today. You know what I'm saying? But in case the auxiliary slots, people want to fill those, go ahead and do that. It's going to be a great event. And who's to say that our good friends at NVIDIA GeForce Now ain't going to be watching? You know what I mean? So definitely check it out. Simpleton says, I'm enjoying my free month of GeForce Now priority tier. I don't have 4K monitors, so the $10 tier is solid for me. Games look great on anything I play them on. Yeah, a Simpleton. Can I tell you something though, bro? Can I tell you something though, Simpleton? And Simpleton, I don't know if you're in Canada, if you're in the US. If you have access to AT&T mobile with 5G, go to, I think it's AT&T.com/games and get that free 6 months of priority. Even though you got, not priority, of Ultimate. Even though you already got priority, get the 6 months of Ultimate. Why? Because it allows you to go up to 240 frames per second via 1080p. And it allows you to get even more fidelity out of the games when you couldn't believe it, like the graphics, the textures are even better. And because here's the thing, and this comes from, shout out to my homie Next Gen 720, shout out to my bro. Without Next Gen 720, there would be no MM2K. So check out the broadband bullies wherever you can. Z always professed and let everybody know that it's not all about resolution. Resolution is dope, but it's about the graphics, the textures. That's what gives you the graphics, is the textures. So it's not about the resolution all the time. So even though you're only able to go up to resolution 1080, and textures are more essential than textures are more essentials than resolution because they affect the graphics. If you have 1080p, if that's your cap, that's okay, because you're going to get better graphics, and you're going to get better graphics at better frames, and it boots faster. And then there's certain memory functions that happen, like it memorizes your settings, and you get that NVIDIA reflex. Like, it's not all about the 4K. The 4K is just one aspect, a big aspect, but it's not the only aspect. It's important, and 4K is important to me. But again, to get those graphics, the ultra graphics, to be able to bump Cyberpunk 2077 up to the max and get 240 frames per second in your case at 1080p. I'm telling you. So again, I get it financially, where you're like, oh no, priority is cool for me. I'm not doubting that. But I highly suggest that you utilize the promotion through AT&T. I think it's AT&T.com/games. I highly suggest that you utilize that promotion and you go and you get your 6 months free. Here, let's check it out right now. I think get your 6 months free of NVIDIA GeForce Now. NVIDIA GeForce Now Ultimate. I think it's AT&T. All right. I don't know if the promotion's still going on. Oh yeah, no, it's still going on. So let's do this. I'm gonna put it up here. AT&T.com/games. So here, let me show you something. So it says right here, unlock the next generation in cloud gaming. Get 6 months of GeForce Now Ultimate membership on us when you sign up for AT&T Fiber Online. And I think if you have AT&T, I don't know if you just need, because for a while it was if you had AT&T service, phone service. Now it might just be fiber. Oh, it says here, learn how AT&T customers get 6 months of the NVIDIA GeForce Now Ultimate membership. Learn more. So what you're gonna do is go to AT&T Games. I mean, if you want to get the fiber, you have to be a brand new fiber customer in order to get it through fiber. But if you want to get it via the phone service, scroll down to here where it says learn how AT&T wireless customers get 6 months free of GeForce Now Ultimate membership tier on us. You know what I mean? And then you could click on that. And you can get access to NVIDIA GeForce Now. You can't look, man. I'm not even gonna say nothing. He says that's why PS5 is the only next gen console. I love my PS5. And I'm enjoying games there, definitely. No, and NVIDIA GeForce Now, the great people there, they'll tell you they're not taking the approach of we're here to get rid of your console experience. They're bridging a gap and they're supplementing your hardcore experience. They're bridging the gap in case you have difficulty finding a platform at all, or one of these current gen platforms. If you're having difficulty getting one, whether it's financially or just finding one, or if you got one, but you're not getting everything that you expected. That's what NVIDIA GeForce Now is doing. They're not trying to replace. They tell you that hardware is. They've said it. Phil Eisler, who is the VP over at NVIDIA GeForce Now, he said in an interview not too long ago, hardware is their number one business. So they're not in the business of replacing hardware. But they damn well have done an excellent job in giving you something comparable to the hardware, the fantastic hardware that they have available. So again, go out here, check out AT&T.com/gaming. All right. And go check out how you can get that 6 free months of NVIDIA GeForce Now Ultimate. Trust me, you will not be sorry. Couple more things before we get out of here. Says finally able to use my ultra wide, Sean L says, on GFN is game changing. Yes, it was. I was playing Iron Banner on Destiny 2 last night and it looked great and I played like ish, but was getting God kills. I want to tell y'all this, man. The NVIDIA GeForce Now implementation of NVIDIA Reflex is game changing. like with the prior 3080 SuperPods in there, it undoubtedly, I'll say this, let me back up a little bit. When this is why I say this is the no cap zone. When NVIDIA GeForce Now 3080 tier first came out, I was not a fan. It's comical. I might just release this video. I held the video because I didn't want it to be an unfair representation for everybody. And I knew how powerful my voice was. And I wasn't trying to make it a GeForce Now versus this cloud platform thing. I was simply defending people's choice for the other platform and why that platform was suitable for them. But when GeForce Now first came out with this 3080 tier, which is now the ultimate tier, I was not a fan. There were issues, there were hiccups, as there were with all things new. And this is something revolutionary that they were trying. So, I get it. But at the time I was like, nah, this isn't for me. Then they continued to build on it, to fix the issues that they had, to make sure that it was more, up to par. And they started doing things like adding the AI implementation, which was a game changer. That was game changer number one. But even though they've built up to where they were at now, and they may not have been there when this tier first came out, the thing that was always there that I spoke of undeniably, I said, I knew that moment. I said, look, GeForce Now has the best latency, has the best response, period. With this ultimate tier, with the 3080 tier, there's no, there's no argument there. GeForce Now has the best latency by a mile. It's not even close. I could not imagine how I couldn't imagine it getting better. Because when Digital Foundry clocked the 3080 tier back then, it was already beating consoles. In very, I won't say across the board, but in various aspects, it was beating consoles. So I was like, this is good enough. Cloud gaming feels good, and nobody can complain about latency and all the other stuff. Even if you're a pro player, you're not going to notice it, right? That was until this new tier came out. I don't want to say new tier, but the new SuperPods came out, because this is the same tier, just an upgraded. When the new SuperPods came out and they added this NVIDIA Reflex, I am telling you, gaming never looked and felt this good to me. Never, ever. Never, ever. Never, ever. I'm talking about natively on my PC. It never felt this good. AI and machine learning, we kept telling you, just as general cloud information. I kept telling you, this AI and the machine learning that's being implemented here is groundbreaking, and it's going to do some things with cloud gaming that is going to make some people feel a certain way, because they're believing these motifs that cloud gaming could never feel as good as native gaming. GeForce Now, with the AI and machine learning that they've implemented, have now done it. Gaming never looked nor felt this good. Now, am I saying drop your car? No, absolutely not. We need the consoles. We need the hardware. I'm just letting you know that if this is the way that you game, you cannot be shamed. Not at all. If this is the primary way that you game, you can't be shamed. Even if it's not the primary way that you game and you add it to your portfolio, you cannot be shamed. We need both. We need the dedicated devices, and we need cloud gaming. But we tried telling you that the AI and the machine learning was going to bring cloud gaming to a spot that was going to make a lot of people feel a certain type of way. And as a AAA hardcore banger, y'all see me all across Twitter now, throwing out those argument chips. As someone that's in that realm, along with my console, I'm telling you right now, Geforce Now is a much needed benefit. You can't beat it with a stick. And here's the cool thing. A lot of people know that PC gaming has its pros and cons. But when it comes to those pros, it really interests a lot of plug and play gamers, console gamers. But the problem is y'all don't want to go switching out this and switching that out and all. And that's the con. That depending upon your hardware will depend upon whether you're spending more times in the settings trying to get those 60 frames or 60 plus frames than you are playing the game, trying to strike the right balance. And you're absolutely right. It takes away from that plug and play experience that you are so used to, and it kills the immersion because, again, you're spending more times in the settings than you are actually playing the game. NVIDIA GeForce Now Ultimate eliminates that. How? It makes it a plug and play experience. You go with any game. That first time you're going to go in, you're going to adjust some things. And once you adjust it, you got it right, you leave it alone, and you keep gaming. It turns PC, this is the more important part, it turns PC into a plug and play experience. So if any of the 1,500 titles that NVIDIA GeForce Now has in its catalog are games that you were interested in that are not on consoles, and you're like, but I don't want to be twisting that and doing it, you ain't got to worry about that anymore. That's why I say that ultimate tier is key here, because with the ultimate tier, once you tweak your settings in game, it's stored, and you ain't got to keep tweaking. You ain't got to tweak them ever again. You can't beat this with a stick. I'm sorry. So, but that's a great point. Shawnell, I'm glad you brought that up. ARE says, PC gaming is driving me nuts right now. Move the mini PC with external GPU and things are not harmonious. ARE, that's what I'm telling you, my friend. You gotta get GeForce Now. Like natively, like I bought my 3070. And when I bought my 3070, it was brand new. I got a motherboard with it. It was part of a bundle. You know what I mean? Because the things were flying off the shelf so much that, it was kind of like the PlayStation 5. You for a while, you couldn't get a PlayStation 5 without it being bundled with something. That's just like, hold on, we're going to make our money off of this. This is such high demand. We're going to sell some controllers and some extra games with this, right? And that's smart retail wise. It may suck as a consumer, but it's smart retail wise. So that's how I got my 3070. I got it off of Newegg, and it came bundled with a motherboard. All right. So you fast forward just 6 months after that, Far Cry 6 comes out, right? So Far Cry 6 comes out. And I'm enjoying it with the HD textures. I'm like, oh, this is dope. And I'm playing it natively because it came out for another cloud platform. And even though it looked good on the cloud platform that it came out for, it was only 30 frames per second. And I was like, ugh. And at this time, the NVIDIA GeForce Now Ultimate experience wasn't out yet when it's first launched. I don't think it was. You fast forward 6 months later, and I'm still trying to play it natively. And one day after an update, I realized that I can't play the HD textures anymore. Why? Because my 3070 card didn't have enough virtual memory in it. So 6 months after I got the card, it was now obsolete. Because I didn't get the card to play with a subpar experience. If HD textures give you the top-notch experience, maybe I can't crank everything up to ultra. Maybe I gotta turn off volumetric, bump some of that down. But I at least want the HD textures, right? The textures I should be able to get. And I couldn't anymore. So with Daddy device gaming, especially with PC, I'm gonna tell you something. A good friend of mine, King's Blood, another content creator and gamer, said to me. He said, when it comes to PC gaming, you have to buy everything top brass, best video card, best CPU, best RAM, the best motherboard. If you don't buy everything top brass, you run the risk of any of your overall unit becoming obsolete. You might have the best video card, but the CPU is the bottleneck because it's, again, a 9th gen i7. All right, you might have the best card and the best memory and the best CPU, but you're gonna have to upgrade the memory, and you can't upgrade the memory anymore because your motherboard is slightly outdated. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta buy the best everything. And if you don't have $2,000 to $3,000 to shell on all that, get you something decent. I was having this conversation with my son last night. He said, Dad, what do you recommend then if this GeForce Now Ultimate tier is so great? I said, son, here's my recommendation. Get a 30 series build. Get something with a good i7 in it, 9th gen or up. Get you a 30 series card. If you could spring for a 3070, like his 3070s are like, I think they're still like in the 500 realm, maybe even less now that the 40 series are out. Get you some decent CPU, get you some decent RAM, and you're set. For your content creation side, you got enough to create content and alter videos and all other stuff. For your gaming, you got more than enough. Like, there's people right now that I know that are heavily game on GeForce Now, and they're killing it with their streams, and their streams look fantastic. And they're on 1070 rigs. They're using because what GeForce Now does is, if you have a 1070 card or up, GeForce Now looks great anywhere, but if you got a 1070 card or up, there's additional AI tweaks and stuff that you can do to make it look even better. So that's what I'm saying. If you get a 30 series card, at least, and decent motherboard, decent RAM, decent CPU, you're good to go for a long time for your gaming, and you'll have a fathomable machine to do all your altering and stuff like that. So that's my best bet. You know what I mean? And I told that to my son. He's like, okay, cool, Dad. And he's happy because now he's been saving his money, and now he has a decent amount saved, but he's only 1/3 of the way. And now he doesn't have to save. He doesn't have to have $3,000. He can go, he's almost there getting, $1,300 machine that's good enough for slicing videos and stuff like that. And he knows that when it comes to his games where he's going to use it the most, he's set for a very long time. Can't beat that with a stick. Charnel says facts. Everything becomes old in 6 months. Absolutely. That's how I feel about consoles. I know the moment I buy another PlayStation 5, the midget, that's another thing. I know there was been debunked to some rumors of the PlayStation 5 having a midget refresh, but we never know. And it's great. As much as I'm enjoying my console, these aren't serious next-gen experiences that we're feeling yet. We haven't gotten them yet. And even though we haven't gotten the serious next-gen experiences yet, they still having difficulty getting 60 frames per second. What? Already? Hey, look, you sit here and complain, oh man, you should do better. You can complain, or you can you can do like what I said to homie King's Blood did. He just upped his game. And you can up your game, and you can spend the cheese, pull out $3,000-$4,000, get you a top rig, or NVIDIA GeForce Now. And I think that's a great way to close out, y'all. So that is it from your boy. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Again, we do this every Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's what, 7 a.m. Pacific and 3 p.m. UK. It's MM2K for GeForce Now Countdown. I'm going to be doing some more GeForce Now gaming on check me out on MM2K Gaming, or you can check me out on CloudDosage Streams. That's our streaming channel. So I think I'm going to be playing some Divisioneer as well and some other games. No, I think I'm going to get into that Cyberpunk. I want y'all to see the Cyberpunk. Now, I can't stream it. My PC isn't strong enough for me to stream it in 4K. Or maybe it is. Maybe, we'll see. But I can at least do 1440p. It's going to look great. So come and check me out. I'm going to have everything bumped up on GeForce Now. I'm going to do some 1440p streaming. So stay tuned for that. But again, I'm going to go check some messages. Don't forget again, y'all. Let me put it back up here. Collab Gaming TV, our good friends there, are hosting an unofficial community 3rd year bash. Go to the pinned link that we have here. Click there. Let me know. Hit me up personally on Twitter, or go to Collab Gaming TV's email and send a message to them there so you can get signed up if you're interested. All right. So with that said, let me get out of here. Let me get some gaming ready. Hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace. Ron Slusher said, MM2K is playing the game. Hey, look, stop it, bro. Hey, Cold Blood, tell this dude, man. I be playing them games now, man. That's why y'all don't see me talking as much. I be playing them games now, man. Yeah, come on over, man. CloudDosage Streams. YouTube at CloudDosage Streams, okay? Matter of fact, let me do this. If you're not following us there, make sure you do that. You're going to get a lot of high quality games, streams over there. CloudDosage Streams, our quality stream series. So go ahead and follow us there. If you're not following us, follow us at youtube.com/@CloudDosage. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.